Hi guys, welcome to another Plan With Me video. Today I've got this clam instant soup that I saw at a Japanese mart and I thought I'd give it a go and have it next to me to accompany me through my planning. So what we are going to plan today is my Q3 goals review. The quarterly review system is something that I'm trying out this year just to make sure that I am still on track with my yearly goals. Throughout this video, you'll see how I decorate my pages and I'll explain to you how my system works. So I've been seeing these interesting decorative tapes on this Chinese app called Xiaohongshu, and a lot of users who do journaling on that app has stickers that look like this, and I thought I'd give it a go as well. I stumbled across this sticker design on Temu where it's really serene as it shows pictures of a pond and fish and the beautiful flowers. I thought that this would be the perfect vibe for a page where I can review my quarterly goals. My intention here is to use the sticker tape as a border and that I am walking through a beautiful Zen garden, a peaceful garden, while I reflect on how my past quarter has been going. As each strip is usually not long enough, I would usually try to join it up with another strip of water and add something in the middle to make them look that they are joining together, which you can see later on in the video. I do not usually have a set format on how I write my goals review page, but generally it is divided into two sections. One is looking at the past, which is reflecting on my previous quarter, and the next is how I want to go moving forward on the next quarter. And of course, here's me enjoying the soup while it's still hot. For the section where I look back on my previous quarter, I usually have a section that asks how did my previous quarter go, and that is where I would write out interesting things that happened, highlights, and maybe even a little disappointments. And following that, there are optional sections where I write what didn't go well and things that I want to improve on. And of course, I can add any section that I feel like writing at the time. For some people, this may remind you of reflection in journaling. I mean, not bullet journal, but those journal for meditation. And for some of you, it might remind you of, say, company's employees' reflection or employee review. And that is exactly what I am intending to do. I am trying to treat my life as a constant improvement process, and I would like to monitor my progress on my annual goals that I make, and therefore I'm trying to treat this as seriously as I could, but also not too serious, of course. For my previous quarter, I wrote that I have been reading a lot of books which I am really proud of. Among them, there are fictions and non-fictions. My favorites are the non-fictions as I feel that I get to learn things that I can apply throughout my life. The few topics that I delve in the past quarter include communication skills and conflict management skills. I've read the book Difficult Conversations, which was recommended to me by a leadership program, and it was one of the best conflict management books that I've read. I feel that there's a number of conflict management books out there that sort of teaches us how we should respond, how we should think from the other person's point of view. However, one of my main takeaways from Difficult Conversations, the book, is that there are three different conversations happening while in conflict. The first one is the what happened conversation, where each party talks about the events from their perspective. The next type of conversation is the feelings conversation, where each party's the words that they say is driven by each of their feelings, how they feel impacted by the conversation. And the third conversation that I never thought about was the identity conversation. Like usually during a conflict, other than the events that happen and the feelings, there's also the person's identity being involved. And this is really important to consider given that people's egos do take a hit in difficult conversations, and if we don't try to see the identity part of the other person or ourselves, we will probably not be able to have a productive conversation. Well, that's the book. And other things that I was happy about how my previous quarter went was that I completed a leadership course, which I did learn a lot of things from it, and I did make friends in that small community, which I'm really happy about. Other things is I really appreciated my friends and some people who I hang out with that fill the different buckets of my life. I also had a friend who recently invited me to watch one of her performances. She was also competing and she made it to the finals, and I was really proud of her. The performance itself was so inspiring as well. There was also the tennis club open day that happened in the past quarter, where I went to have a look and signed up for the adult beginner for the next term. I have always wanted to learn tennis, and I just never had the opportunity to, or perhaps I did but I was too shy, and so I took this as a sign for me to tick that item off my bucket list. Other than that, I have also been diving back into my old passions and hobbies, which among them included photography and dance. I used to be active in my photography account on Instagram, and I have a Pixie set gallery. However, they haven't been active for quite a long time. At the same time, I have a lot of photos that I haven't edited, and they are in my backlog pile of my Adobe Lightroom. And so I decided to continue editing them and to upload them. It felt really peaceful and really calming for me to dive back into something that I once used to enjoy so much. And regarding dance, I have also signed up to be part of the year-end showcase in one of the dance clubs that I joined in my town. I initially signed up for 3 different dances, but in the end I have to cut it back down to 2, as I don't think I can cope with attending all the practices for 3 different dances, as adulting life can really keep me busy and I don't want to commit to things that I am not sure that I can commit to. Last but not least, I have also created this YouTube channel in the past quarter, and that is something that I'm really excited about. For the next section of what I want to improve on for the next quarter, one of them is that I want to pay more attention to my sleep schedule, as my sleep has not been the best in the previous quarter. And for my annual goals review part for the next quarter, I would refer back to my goals I set for 2024 at the beginning of the year, and to see how my progress is going. Throughout this process, I get to identify which goals are unlikely to be attainable and which ones I should continue to strive until I made it. It is also important that I not be too harsh on myself on the goals that I cannot achieve, and remember that life is a progress of continuous self-development. Thanks for watching until the end of the video. Here's the final look. I've blurred out some sections that is more private to me, and I hope you feel inspired from this. Thank you.